Welcome to the Tough Love Nephilim series. My name is Eric Rolon. Now, according to Genesis 6, the Nephilim were the offspring of the daughters of men and fallen angels, and today we are talking about one of their tribes, the Caphtorim. But first, if you haven't already, please smash those like and subscribe buttons and hit that notification bell. Also, follow me on Rumble. Just in case I ever get booted off of YouTube, I'll still be carrying out the fight over there. And if you like the work that I do, then please consider donating to my locals page. Donors all get exclusive access to PDFs of all of my research documents as soon as I can get them posted, with generous endnotes and citations included. Your support is greatly appreciated. You'll find all those links in my description box below. Also, if you're familiar with this series, then you'll notice that I include some duplicate information from time to time. Now, this is to establish the relationships of the Canaanites to the Anakim and the Nephilim and Rephaim tribes. I include it so that those who are new to the series, who may only be wanting to learn about just one specific tribe, have all the relevant validating information to describe who those tribes were. I always include additional information following any duplicate information, so you can always go ahead and skip to those parts if you feel so inclined. All right, let's get into this one. Now, historically, the Caphtorim were a Philistine tribe residing along the coastland of the Mediterranean Sea. Jeremiah 47:4 and Amos 9:7. Their geographical place of origin, however, is a bit uncertain. Even so, 3 theories have emerged that speak to the most likely locations that the Caphtorim came from. According to BibleAtlas.org, the 3 locations posited by these 3 theories are firstly, and most likely, the Isle of Crete, secondly, Phoenicia, and thirdly, Cilicia. Strong's Concordance reference H3732 defines the Caphtorim this way. Caphtorim, see Caphtor, a crown. Cretans as the inhabitants of Caphtor as distinct from the Philistines. Strong's Concordance reference H3731 defines Caphtor this way. Caphtor, a crown. The original home of the Philistines, perhaps on the southwest coast of Asia Minor, maybe in Egypt or close by, or more probably on the island of Crete. According to Theological Wordbook of the Old Testament, the island of Crete, homeland or staging area of the Philistines. Easton's Bible Dictionary defines Caphtor this way. A chaplet, the original seat of the Philistines. The name is found written in hieroglyphics in the temple of Kam-Ombus in Upper Egypt, but the exact situation of Caphtor is unknown, though it is supposed to be Crete, since the Philistines seem to be meant by the Cherethites in 1 Samuel 30:14. See also 2 Samuel 8:18. It may, however, have been part of Egypt, the Caphtor in the North Delta, since the Caphtorim were of the same race as the Mizraite people. Genesis 10:14 and 1 Chronicles 1:12. Hastings' Dictionary of the Bible defines Caphtor this way. Caphtor, the region whence the Philistines came to Palestine. Amos 9:7 and Jeremiah 47:4. Hence, in Deuteronomy 2:23, Caphtorim means the Philistines. In Genesis 10:14, Caphtorim is used of the country itself in place of Caphtor. It should be placed in the text immediately after Casluhim. Many identifications of Caphtor have been attempted. The favorite theory has been that it means the island of Crete. Next in favor is the view that Caphtor was the coast of the Egyptian delta. It has also been identified with Cyprus. The correct theory is suggested by inscriptions of Ramses III of Egypt, BC 1200, who tells of his having repelled a great invasion by enemies who had entered Syria and Palestine from the north. The leaders of these barbarians were called Purusati, which is equivalent to the He-Pelishti. Connecting these facts with the circumstance that the southern coast of Asia Minor, more especially Cilicia, was called Kefto or Kafto in the Egyptian inscriptions, it appears very probable that Kafto and Caphtor are identical. The further conjecture might be hazarded that the writing of the Hebrew vav as a vowel letter in an original Kafto gave rise to the additional resh. Compare the similar case Ashkenaz. J.F. McCurdy. Now, the first time the word Caphtorim is mentioned in the Bible is in the list of nations descended from Noah in Genesis 10, and it does not seem to refer to the tribe, but its patriarch of the same name. According to Genesis 10:6-14, Caphtorim was the son of Mizraim, who was fathered by Ham, Noah's son. It is possible, though, that Caphtorim, with its im suffix indicating plurality, is actually in reference to a people group or tribe and not just a single person. This would make more sense as we find a similar list of nations from Adam to Abraham in 1 Chronicles 1, in which the Caphtorim tribe is referenced. And the reference this time seems to indicate that the Caphtorim were spawned from Mizraim's son Kaslu, or Kasla, or Kashluhim, from whom came the Philistines. 1 Chronicles 1, 1-12. The wording in both the Genesis 10 and 1 Chronicles 1 accounts is odd, so it's hard to say if Caphtorim was indeed a tribal patriarch. What is understood, though, in both of these passages is that no matter how you slice it, the Caphtorim descended from Mizraim of the line of Ham. As previously established, the Caphtorim were a Philistine tribe, and we learn in Amos 9:7, as God is pronouncing destruction for Israel, that the Philistines came from Caphtor. Amos 9:7 reads, "Are you not as the sons of Ethiopia to me, you sons of Israel, declares the Lord? Have I not brought up Israel from the land of Egypt, and the Philistines from Caphtor, and the Arameans from Kir?" Not only were the Caphtorim Philistines, but they were Canaanites as well. Joshua 13, 2-4. Joshua 13, 2-4 reads, "This is the land that yet remains, all the regions of the Philistines, and all those of the Geshurites, from Shihor, which is east of Egypt, northward to the boundary of Ekron. It is counted as Canaanite. There are 5 rulers of the Philistines, those of Gaza, Ashdod, Ashkelon, Gath, and Ekron, and those of the Avvim in the south." Now, in Numbers 13, when Israel's spies returned from their 40-day reconnaissance mission in the land of Canaan, they gave their report of the land and its fierce inhabitants. They identified the Canaanites, along with the Amalekites, Hittites, Jebusites, and Amorites residing in the land as the descendants of Anak. Numbers 13, 28-29. It reads as follows, "Nevertheless, the people who live in the land are strong, and the cities are fortified and very large. And indeed we saw the descendants of Anak there. Amalek is living in the land of the Negev. The Hittites, the Jebusites, and the Amorites are living in the hill country. And the Canaanites are living by the sea and by the side of the Jordan." After this initial report, Caleb steps up to calm everybody down and encourage them. But 10 of the 12 spies are having none of it. In their continued report in Numbers 13, 30-33, they describe the sons of Anak not just as people of great height, but as Nephilim. Numbers 13, 30-33 reads, "Then Caleb quieted the people before Moses and said, 'We should by all means go up and take possession of it, for we will certainly prevail over it.' But the men who had gone up with him said, 'We are not able to go up against the people, because they are too strong for us.' So they brought a bad report of the land which they had spied out to the nations of Israel, saying, 'The land through which we have gone to spy out is a land that devours its inhabitants, and all the people whom we saw in it are people of great stature. We also saw the Nephilim there. The sons of Anak are part of the Nephilim, and we were like grasshoppers in our own sight, and so we were in their sight.'" In this passage, and in Genesis 6:4, the Septuagint renders Nephilim as giants. And as a progenitor Nephilim tribe, the Anakim were enormous, fierce, and powerful giants, as Numbers 13 and Deuteronomy 9 collectively point out. Deuteronomy 9, 1-2 reads, "Hear Israel, you are crossing the Jordan today to go in to dispossess nations greater and mightier than you, cities that are great and fortified to heaven, a people who are great and tall, the sons of the Anakim, whom you know and of whom you have heard it said, 'Who can stand against the sons of Anak?'" Now, Anak was the son of the Nephilim Arba, Joshua 15:13 and 21:11. And according to Joshua 14:15, Arba was the greatest man among the Anakim. Now, though the Anakim were a tribe unto themselves, it is important to note that the term Anakim is also used to reference a combination of at least 6 other Canaanite tribes and conglomerate tribes in Numbers 13, 28-33. The Bible also seems to occasionally use the terms Anakim, sons of Anak, descendants of Anak, and sons of the Anakim, not just as tribal references, but as general terms for the post-Diluvian Nephilim, or Rephaim. Numbers 13:28 through 33, Deuteronomy 1:26 through 28, and 9:1 through 2, and Joshua 11:18 through 23. Now, there are no recorded battles in the Bible between Israel and the Caphtorim. We know the tribe was warlike for sure, and even went as far as conquering and displacing their fellow Philistine tribe of the Avvim in Deuteronomy 2:23. All that said, the Caphtorim were definitively a Nephilim tribe. Thank you all so much for checking out this video. Please, again, hit that like and subscribe button and smash the notification bell. Also, again, if you feel so inclined, please consider donating to my locals page. You'll find all the links in my description box below. I'll see you on the next one. Be blessed.